Podcast with your host, P. Dallas. Welcome to the PeaceSum Music Podcast. I'm your host, P. Dallas, and here today I'm on Season 2, Episode 5. We're here with Corey Myers. How you doing?
What's up, guys? What's up, Pat? Long time no see, man.
Yeah, so we went to high school together out in Lincoln Way Central, out here in New Lenox, and both been kind of going our own ways, but doing music, and so that brings us back together here in the future. So,
for sure,
how's things been going with you?
Oh, life's great, dude. Just moved back from South Dakota.
How was that?
It was a music desert. I had to come back to Illinois, man.
Yeah.
Missed all my friends out here for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've done things like hosted open mics, and you've been jamming with people and doing all kinds of different stuff. Tell me how that experience was with the open mics.
Oh, it was great, man. The Drunken Donut, I got put on there. Zach Alberico kind of formed it, and Katie Dolmy. And he was kind of stepping out the scene, so I kind of sucked up in that vacuum and ended up hosting the thing and made like hundreds of musical friends through it, man. It's a really great experience.
That's really
definitely
cool.
A jewel of Joliet, man.
Nice. One of the places that I still need to get to.
Yeah,
so
you do, man.
What's
your problem?
For not being there yet, but you know, it's one of those things. It's on my list. I'm definitely gonna get there. I just the place is not the easiest for me to get to, so I haven't hit it yet. But
I'll definitely come scoop you up and bring you there, man. And from there, we done like festivals through all those people. We had big Farm F Fest.
Yeah, I had Michael B, who you introduced me to.
Oh, yeah, Michael B's great. Stover.
Yeah, so he came out and did last season. So he was a great. He opened for me in my show, and
yeah, I set you up with him.
Yeah, and he was amazing. So I really appreciate that. I it's always good to network, and I really I want to say thank you for that, because that was
yeah,
good.
I was just kicking Stover's butt in Mortal Kombat the other day, man.
Nice.
He's a good guy.
Nice.
I'm actually we started a side project up with him, so that's gonna be interesting.
He's an amazing musician, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's
great,
coming
man.
from that.
Great equipment too. He's got
Nice, yeah.
tight buttholes, man.
So how many instruments do you play?
Whatever you give me, I'll try to play.
Yeah.
I'm mainly a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
I'll drum in a few bands and stuff like that.
How many? Have you finished some projects then?
Not really. I mean, I got some of my own stuff recorded, and probably like 15 albums worth of stuff that needs to be recorded.
Yeah. Just writing, right?
If you get me drunk enough, I'll freestyle rap, you know.
Nice. So what do you got kind of coming up here?
Well, let's see, man. I just had a look at this before this interview. But I'm opening for a band named Darkle at the Drunken Donut on June 3rd. It's going to be really cool. This kid, Chris Armstrong's in another band called Dunwich Rats, which are amazing folk punk. Check them out. Right. Anti-guitar movement. June 11th, it's a Blues and Corduroys appreciation party out in West Chicago. I'm going to be playing that. June 27th, I got this great band from Pennsylvania coming out called Apes of the State, super folk punk, angsty as hell. Good.
How'd you get with them?
I played with them in Sioux Falls with Kyle Zugel and the Highway Ruger Bandits. He's part of that group. Do you know them?
No.
I'm turning you on to a lot, Pat. Stick with me, man. And then this just came up yesterday. We're playing on the beach, a folk punk beach party at Rockaway Beach, July 9th. So that'd be pretty cool.
Pretty cool. So make sure to check them out on one of those.
Probably a bunch of other stuff coming out too.
Nice. And so what are you going to be doing with that stuff? Is that all your own stuff? Or?
Yeah, it's going to be all my own stuff. Anyone else wants to jump on and throw on, I don't give a crap, man.
Okay.
You know?
Cool. Then, well, thank you guys for tuning into the live portion of the Spreaker interview. For the full YouTube video. I'll have the link in the description once it's done. Have a good one.
Are we done?
No.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say, check out other people's music, man.
So now we're just going on to the full on interview. This is just a little clip to get people
Cool.
right now. That's live. That's out right now. So I'll share that with you. So what are some of your influences?
My influences, I don't know. They range from everywhere, man. I don't even know. Where do you start with that?
Well, who are some of the people you're rocking with right now?
Who am I rocking with right now? I'm rocking with the bass player from Delta 88, Kirk Road. We're kind of doing something to Mike Stover, which you mentioned earlier, Michael B.
Yeah.
Check him out. He's pretty cool.
Cool.
Influences as far as growing up, man. It's so diverse. I grew up listening to gangster rap to blues music, man.
Yeah.
So it's hard to pick that out. Yeah, you kind of got that too.
Yeah, so I was reading this article the other day about this new breed of like super musicians, where like in the olden days you had to turn on a radio and you would get just a little bit of whatever came on.
Mm-hmm.
You have all the commercials and whatever else, and then we had us kind of growing up in the cable days where we had the music videos and everything else. But these new kids have grown up where they've had it their whole lives with a click of a button. They can sit and binge watch for 6-12 hours. You know what I mean? So it's like coming with these super musicians that are just from birth almost.
Music is getting more interesting, man. It went through like a little down period in the early 2000s, I felt too. Like music just fell off, but it seems like the younger crowds are picking up all the good pieces of the older crowds. That's for sure.
It's really getting amazing.
They're definitely taking the best of everything, kind of throwing it together, and it's really cool to see what's happening.
I like to see some of the equipment getting rebirthed and being reused, and the loopers and multi-instrumentalists.
Sure.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, there's a band called Element Control that's playing their last show. If you guys check them out, Element Control, check them out. Playing their last show, and it's gonna be amazing, man. And they're kind of like that. It's like super jam band with loopers and just really extreme, man.
Where's that gonna be at?
Where they hosting it? Bada Brew, I think.
Bada Brew. It's another classic one that I need to get to.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to work with, but
yeah. There's a lot of those, but it's definitely a name that rings through Chicago.
Does.
People
for sure. They know Bada Brew.
Yeah. So so you're gonna perform something for us today, right? What do you know what you're gonna perform?
I don't know. We'll just throw it down when I get to it, man.
Okay.
See, I'm getting a little older as being a musician to take it like super seriously. So now what I do with my time is like push all the younger musicians, like book shows, find them spots if they need help.
Okay, so you were talking about wanting to talk about some other musicians, right?
Just support local music anyway, man. Yeah. When you're out there doing your art, you're your most beautiful form. That's like the truest form of you, and I love to see it, man. There's no hating involved, man. Always push those people forward, even if you don't completely like the music
what they're doing.
But it's
you gotta respect the hustle. You gotta respect
it, man. It's them putting themselves out there for everyone else to see and
it's
criticize
hard.
And judge. And always push those people further, because a lot of people won't have the courage to ever do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally get that. That's dope.
So if I can't be in the music side of the industry, which you still can be as you get older, but always try to push the young ones and see them do better.
Yeah, I agree. I've run into both sides of that, where I've been on both sides of that table, and it always feels much better to help others. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? And karma builds, and you just never know what doors will open from that.
Exactly.
So it's definitely a big player in becoming successful in any industry. I think you got to network, you gotta help others, and you got to do, your best to support those around you.
I mean, thousands of friends just by saying, "Hey, my name's Corey," shaking their hand, saying you did an awesome job, and from there, that's all it takes sometimes. Even the people like the open mic, their first time up there, you see them nervous as hell. And they'd go up there and they mess up, be nervous, but you just keep pushing. Like, man, it was really good, keep working on it. And they come back the next week and the next week and they get better. Next thing I know, they're in a 5-piece band just killing it. Like, these kids are going to be famous.
What, you got any advice for new hosts?
For new hosts, truly be yourself. Don't hold anything back. Engage your audience, make them feel like you're there with you, be personal with them. Don't talk to them like a librarian, that sucks.
Yeah.
If they're being loud, like, shush them or tell them to shut up. You know?
Yeah. Huh. Nice. And how about as a musician? Any advice for new musicians?
Same thing. Don't hold back. Just be your truest self on there.
That's
people
like
either respect it or they hate it. You know what I mean? But
and you can't win everybody.
You can't win everyone. Just be out there and do yourself.
Yeah. Nice.
And you'll get noticed that way.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it, and don't go anywhere. We will be back.
Hold up, Pat. Who else have you had on there? Will Frank?
Yep.
Yeah, he's really cool. Check out Will. I used to rotate with him.
Okay.
Who else?
Nick Domberg, like I said.
Taught that guy how to play guitar. Great dude.
My producer for my upcoming album, Find My Way, Spike Rebel.
Cool.
I've had several from Texas. When I went down there, I went and rotated around the open mic scene, and they're amazing people. Texas is just amazing people, man. For real. If you've not been there, check it out. Have you been?
Texas?
Yeah.
No, I want to get down to Austin though.
Yeah,
man.
so I was in Austin for South by Southwest.
A little stranger,
my goodness, it was just unbelievable, and I got to see it for like a week before they like actually did South by Southwest too, and it was a whole different city. I mean, it was just amazing. It was just everything about it. I loved it.
We're trying to make Joliet like kind of next Austin for Illinois, man.
Yeah.
Just keep it weird, keep it cool, and
it's
really competitive in Chicago, but Joliet, you're super appreciated.
Yeah.
Especially if you come to the donut. I don't work there per se anymore, but check out the donut, people.
Cool. Who else do we do? A band from Wisconsin, Chicago area called North Breeze.
I don't know that.
They actually closed a show booked through the Burlington. This band called Curse of Cassandra. They're also very good. Check them out. They're kind of like a dancey type of deal. It's a guy and a girl, and the guy he's jamming on like a sub fatty moog, and he's got some other stuff going on, but that sub fatty, man, it was just like that's the business, you know. And she sings, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But they closed out that show for them, and they were phenomenal. So I asked them to come out, and they were gracious enough to come, and they rocked out, and so it's cool. Yeah, Filthy Rich
Herman, that boy.
Had him on. So I mean, you're number 15 right now.
Cool, man.
So I hope to get many more.
Maybe I could send you more guys. I got some people coming in from Philly in the next couple months and stuff. You want to talk to them?
So you know, in out of state type of deals, I like to do some Skypes and stuff. You know, kind of keep them mixed up, and every season I'm gonna have a different location, like type of different place that I'm filming in, so it doesn't get too stagnant in one area.
Yeah, man. Well, if you need help spreading the word of music, man, I'm more than willing to help.
Awesome.
Help you, you know.
I appreciate it, and keep me posted on things. Man, I'm sorry I haven't didn't get a chance to get out while you were hosting, but
we'll co-produce a show soon. Man. I'm still hosting here and there.
Yeah, cool. All right, well, this has been Corey Myers and
MoonDog, baby. Ow!
Check him out. Peace. Click like, follow, and subscribe to my sites such as twitter.com/PeaceSumMusic, facebook.com/PDallasMusic, facebook.com/PeaceSum, youtube.com/PeaceSum, soundcloud.com/PeaceSum, and @PeaceSum on Instagram. Also, make sure you don't miss a beat with the PeaceSum newsletter. Sign up at PeaceSum.com. Just click sign me up and fill out the required red star boxes. Then once a month or so, I'll send you out an email with a link to the newsletter packed with current and upcoming related goodness.
It's a song about a trailer park.
Corn-fed mice in my cornbread. It's getting so hard to eat. Like cards in the day room, it's f***ing annoying when you're trying to sleep. There's a wall in the trailer, it's full of some drawings of my friends high on LSD. And there's a pool all across, it's been closed for some years now, has nothing to do with me, or it does. I don't know, but beware of the rats who in the fields. Yes, I know, now I know to beware of the rats who you deal. And I know, yes, I know, now snakes lay wait in the fields. Don't go fast, don't go slow, or them rats will be quick to your heels. And I know, yes, I know, now snakes watch hungry at all the rats in the field. Hold still, let me take your picture. I play the jams out the audio speaker. I call your phone, but it's hard to reach you. Through the sound, it's so hard to listen, but you got my full attention. No, you got my full attention. Lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney. No, you don't have to dance alone. Lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney. No, you don't have to dance alone. What's your name? Where you from? It's nice to meet you. I learned to waltz and I really want to teach you. I know the moves, oh please just let me teach you. It was April, she was kissing your sister in the woods in July. I couldn't miss it. I wouldn't lie, couldn't lie, I wouldn't miss that. Lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney. No, you don't have to dance alone. Lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney. No, you don't have to dance alone. The rear view, I spy inside my mind, driving through that rainstorm with one headlight. In the rear view, I see my whole life just sitting in that backseat. The rear view, I spy inside my mind, driving through that rainstorm with one headlight. In the rear view, I see my whole life just sitting in that backseat. The rear view, I spy inside my mind, and I find things I do not like. In the rear view, I see my whole life just sitting in that backseat. Lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney. No, you don't have to dance alone. Lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney, lazy by Disney. No, you don't have to dance alone. The rear view, I spy inside my mind, driving through that rainstorm with one headlight. The rear view, I see my whole life just sitting in that backseat.